By the end of this video, you're going to know the exact way I doubled an e-commerce store's results with 3 simple changes. Okay, so a little bit about the business. This is an e-commerce store based in the UK in the pet supplies niche. They sell products that help with keeping your home and car clean. So basically the value proposition here is time, energy, effort saved. Target market, families with dogs, and it's usually the women making the purchase decision. But these are the results before. So the month before I took over the ad account, these are our results. 8K spent, 25K revenue generated at a 3x ROAS. Not bad, right? So fairly decent results, not a situation where everything was going really, really wrong, things were unprofitable, and then a few tweaks, kind of consolidating ad campaigns and things like this made a ton of difference and got them a load of results. They were already doing a decent job, so we really had to do some needle moving things to get them the results that they got, which I will obviously jump into in just a second here. But before we do, we'll jump into the 3 simple changes. The first change was centered around the offer. Their previous offer strategy was for kind of discounts, reducing average order value, which is not really what we want to be doing from an ads point of view. So we focused on increasing average order value by doing things like bundling products together, having tiered pricing, and then free gifts as well. So buy X, get Y free. We did occasionally run discounts, but it was for very short periods of time, and we advertised with urgency, right? So it's kind of get the discount now, once it's gone, it's gone. So that was change 1. We also switched their kind of messaging from the focus of money saved, right? So that discount, to more of time saved, effort avoided, and frustration saved. So we repositioned these products as things to solutions to problems. So the second change we made was to do with the creative strategy. So their previous creative strategy was to hire expensive professional photographers and videographers to kind of go out for the day, record a load of content, take pictures, and then create ads. Not a terrible strategy, but could definitely be improved upon, which is exactly what we did. We switched to hiring UGC creators that made our creatives for us, which had a whole range of benefits. One being they just perform better, right? So ROAS was just better, cost per purchase was just less, they scaled easier. There was more variation, so we could get a load of different influencers to make a load of different videos for us, and we get lots of different concepts, hooks to test, right? So there's a lot of variation there, which is great. The third thing is that they're native to the platform as well, so they don't look like ads, they look like kind of a friend creating a video for you, right? Which is amazing, especially for platforms like Facebook and Instagram. And the fourth one was, it was demo first, so viewers could see the video and instantly got it, right? They instantly knew how the product worked, they instantly know how it benefited them, it instantly knew how it could make their life better, right? Or with less pain. And then the final one was just, it was just cheaper, right? So you can hire influencers for fairly cheap, especially compared to expensive, professional photographers and videographers. So hiring the UGC creator a lot more cost effective. So the third change, a little bit more of an advanced one, right? So we understood that most of our market was problem aware. So this basically means that they know their problem, right? They know the problem they're suffering with, but they don't know about our solution to that problem. They don't know about our product, right? So instead of just deciding, okay, they're problem aware, in our ads, let's call out the problem, present our solution, and then present our product. So instead of doing that, we made a sequence of different ads that kind of take people through these levels of awareness without them even needing to click through to our website. This way, we captured a much, much bigger chunk of that market. Rather than just going for the problem aware, we went for problem aware, solution aware, product aware, most aware, unaware. We hit all these different marks, so we took a much bigger chunk of the market, which was great. And this is basically how we did it. So for problem aware audiences, we did more educational UGC how it works type videos, right? So explaining how the product works, UGC demonstrations. For solution aware audiences, we leveraged more testimonials and social proof. So video testimonials, image testimonials, written testimonials, reviews, Trustpilot ratings, and things like that. And this got those people over the edge who knew about that problem, knew about the solution, but needed pushing over the edge a bit with some social proof. And then we got the product aware chunk of the audience. So they knew our brand. They maybe followed us on Instagram, maybe followed us on Facebook, but they needed that extra push to get them over the line. And this is where we came in with our offers. So our bundle offers, tiered pricing, buy X, get Y free, and then again, limited time discount, leveraging urgency and scarcity. So now we kind of went over the free changes. Let's get into the results, the kind of fun part. So I wanted to show these side by side so you can kind of see the contrast. Like I said earlier, the month before, 8K spent, 25 made, around a 3x ROAS. Month 3 of working with us, 6K spent, so managed to get a little bit more efficiency out of there. Revenue jumped up to 50K, so an 8x return on ad spend. So you can see none of these changes happened overnight. You can see this is month 3, right? So 90 days it took to get results like this. Amazing results, but these things take time, right? You can see all the changes that I went over, they weren't simple targeting changes that you can just tweak and instantly get results. They were, those hard things that you need to put effort behind and real thought behind to get these kind of results. You could say this is sort of a cherry-picked month. So I've picked one of the best months we've had with them, but I will show you the results over the 13 months we've been working with them. They've spent £66,000 and made over £350,000 in return, and that's at a 5.32 return on ad spend. So you can see really, really profitable, squeezing a lot out of their ads and leveraging all those changes that I kind of went over. But if there was something that you could take away from this video, it would be 2 things. First thing being, really focus on the things that move the needle. You can see that all the changes that I spoke about today are around offer and creative. They're very, very important when it comes to Meta ads, and focusing on these 2 things will bring you good results. Wasting time tweaking targeting settings or other little settings that you can find in Ads Manager, you can get results from them, but they're not going to be the ones that really move the needle, that really drive the business forward and that really make real change. The second thing being that these huge unlocks in results come from doing those hard, annoying things that hurt your brain, right? Testing different offers, testing different creatives, seeing what works well with your current audience, trying to go after different sections of the market, the problem where, the solution, or where the products were, right? It's not by changing some targeting setting or changing the color of your headline, okay? It takes real time, it takes real effort. But just to bring this all together, if you feel like you're in a similar situation that this client was before, getting kind of decent results, but really thinking you can squeeze a lot more out of your ads, go to the first link in this description and click to book a call with me. I've spent over £100,000 on Meta ads. So you're in safe hands working with me, and I hope we get a chance to work together.